My name is Christian, and we're going to be labeling the regional parts of the body, starting with the vertebral region, which is directly on the back, on the dorsal side of the body. Straight down exactly where your vertebrae would be, or your spine. The next part is the thoracic, which is the bottom part of your, or right in the middle of your vertebral region. That's like almost all the way up to your neck, but not quite. The next part is your sacral region, which how I remember sacral is, it is your sacred part of your body, or at least in history it was. It would be your tailbone. Next part is the patellar region, which is obviously on your patella, which is on your kneecap. Boop. The next part is your nasal region, which is obviously if you have nasal congestion for most sicknesses, it's going to be in your nose. So it's going to go right on your nose. There you go. The next part is your tarsal region. I remember tarsal because the last part is sole, and that sounds like sole. So it's the sole of your foot. So it's like on your ankle there. So. And next we have the lumbar region, which is on your lower back. So if you have lumbar pain, you usually hear that a lot. It's just the lower part of your spine or vertebral region. Next up is the pelvic region, which is just the bowl of where your hip is. And along with that is your coxal region, which is a part of the pelvic region right next to it. Along with that, if we go farther south, we have the femoral region, which is where your femur is, which is on your thigh, on the side there. And your inguinal region, which is your genitals. So I'm just going to put it on the side of where your genitals would be. On the other side, you have the gluteal region, which is, gluteus maximus. And along with that, you have the digital region. And I remember this because to count, you use your fingers. And another word for numbers is digits. So therefore, fingers means digital. The next part is your sternal region, which is right down the chest where your sternum would be. And along with that, you have your scapular region, which is right where your shoulder would be, right about here. You also have your umbilical region, which is exactly where your belly button would be because it was once your umbilical cord. Next region is the abdominal region, which is just your stomach region. And next we have the buccal region, which is my favorite because it's the cheek right here. It's like I think of a President Buchanan, even though he didn't have, I think of like presidents with mutton chops, and then I think of Buchanan, and Buchanan goes to buccal, and just a whole bunch of cheek stuff. Anyways, and then we have the brachial region, which is just the arm here. And we have the axillary region, which is a tiny triangle on the side of your arm, kind of on your abdominal region. I think of that because I think of auxiliary and band, who have to work a lot with tossing things in the air, and you use that. Orbital region is your eyes. I'm not gonna actually shut your eyes, I promise. And, I think of orbital because it's circular. What else is circular? Your eyes. And then we have occipital region, which is the back of your head. I hope this doesn't, take out your hair. And then we have the cervical region, which is the back of the neck. It's a part of your spine and your vertebral region. Then you have your oral region, which is just on your mouth. You just don't want to listen to it. Then the next part is your carpal region, which is where your metacarpals and your carpal tunnel or other kind of problems like arthritis can happen there. Cephalic region, which is right under your forehead, the big part of your brain. And then finally, we have the antecubical region, which is right on the inside of your arm right there. And that's all the regions of the body.